Jeremy Dezani did, pick by pick. Now, Randy, you made me sit off in the corner and not know what he was
And now
doing.
they've already started.
So, Scatter to the Winds is the rare. There's Cloud Manta, foil Grove Tender Druids. So a 4-mana flyer is currently at the front. There's Seek the Wilds, and
Not a great pack.
no, Scout from Existence, 7-mana instant.
I mean, Scatter to the Winds is solid, but I mean, all the best cards are blue.
Coral Helm Guide.
Do you want to take? I mean, I don't think Grove Tender Druids. It's gold. It's
So
not
just in the market
really
for
good
a
enough.
3/2 flyer. Yep, 3/2
Wow.
flyer
Is that
for
better
4.
than Scatter to the Winds? Scatter to the Winds is a counterspell and a 3/3 ground creature.
Scatter's double blue, right?
It is. It is. That's fair.
I mean, that's not necessarily a reason to not pick it.
I just feel like it's a 2-for-1. I mean, only when you get to 6 mana, you got to do some setup work, but
So
it's more powerful.
Incubator Drone, Carrier Thrall, Prism Array, no. Brood Monitor,
Brood Monitor's pretty good.
6-drop, 3/3 with 3 chums. So either way, he's looking at Scions. Calastria Healer, another black card. Kitesail Scout going past in white. That'll go past for a long time.
I think Brood Monitor. It's not really a compelling blue card. Like, I don't think Incubator Drone is exciting enough to second pick. You're not wedded to blue. I think Brood Monitor's just the better non-blue card, better than the Thrall. And he seems to agree. Jeremy passing, by the way, to Raphael Levy,
Right.
who is in his 20th Grand Prix top 8.
Outstanding.
He's top 8'd 20 times as many GPs as Joe Lorenz has played.
Horribly Awry, Sludge Crawler. Here's Eyeless Watcher, so that very much on theme with the Brood Monitor.
Sure.
A Lava Step Raider, you won't be wanting that. Dragon Master Outcast.
That's still in the pack?
That is there right at the back, and he's
Wow.
not even really contemplating it.
How are people not even... You have to think about that card, don't you?
I mean, that's the free 5/5 red dragons every turn.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Just checking.
I thought Joe Lorenz... I mean, I saw Paul Rietzel open it with a Rolling Thunder
Yeah,
and
so-
debated and took the roll.
Mhm.
I expected Joe Lorenz to draft that, but I don't wonder... I mean, obviously his
maybe
first pick
that's-
could have sent him in a different direction.
Maybe that's Raph Levy.
Somebody, yeah, Levy could get a 4th pick Dragon Master Outcast.
Huh. So Sure Strike is in red, Incubator Drone in blue, Dominator Drone in black. The question is, are you interested in being blue-green? Would you prefer to be black-green?
Right. Those are the questions. Dominator Drone's better than Incubator Drone. Sludge Crawler might be better than all of them, given how many 3-drops there are in the format.
Yeah, I'm super impressed with Sludge Crawler today.
I could not tell which one he took.
I think he took the Sludge Crawler.
He like switched his hands after he turned the pack face down, but
We'll
he
check at the
definitely
end of the
took a
pack.
black Devoid creature.
Lava Step Raider, Nakana Assassin, infused with the elements. There's a Mind Raker
Yeah,
at the
Mind
back
Raker
there.
here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Mind Raker. I know Marshall's kind of low on it, but it's a walking 2-for-1 in a format that's not that fast.
Yes, there are plenty of cards sitting. And when I say plenty, there are plenty of different cards in the format that sit in
Infused
players'
with
hands.
the elements.
Huh.
He's going to converge +1/+1 counters onto his men.
Okay. So now here's Swell of Growth. Fortified Rampart has seen plenty of work today. See a Shadow Glider, Swell of Growth. Spawning Bed, if you want lots more Eldrazi spawn.
Sure.
Blister Pod if you want one Eldrazi spawn, but can't really
like
see why you
Spawning
would
Bed
take...
better.
Yeah, I mean, the bed just seems super good.
Takes a little while to set up. But
Right. But a little while is things that
Mhm.
mostly people have had. Oran Reef Invoker gives you something to do very late game. For 8 mana, it becomes a 7/7 Trampler. Sheer Drop, destroy target tap creature. Brilliant Spectrum, the arms out on the blue card.
Invoker makes sense to me here.
Mhm.
He's... I don't know that I would have wound up green. That were a couple of his green picks. I would have taken the Brood Monitor. I probably would have taken... Yeah, no, I think green makes sense here. And, I mean,
Skimmer
given that you're green, the Invoker, I think, was clearly the best card in that pack.
Right. Silent Skimmer in black. Encircling Fisher white. Territorial Baloth, and I believe Unnatural Aggression in green. Also a Geyserfield Stalker out the back. So Bone Splinters.
I like Bone Splinters.
Grave Birthing. Not interested in the Scour even with lots of
Yeah.
acceleration at the moment, at least.
I think he's green-black at this point. Sure. I mean, the first pick blue card can just be in the sideboard, right?
Mm-hmm. Another Bone Splinters.
Sure.
She's just perfect with Scions.
Sign me up.
Is that Scion me up?
It was not.
Okay. No, for the record, it was not.
Maybe next time.
Angelic Gift, Earthen Arms, Mortuary Mire. Earthen Arms card likely to make the deck?
I don't think it has a ton of synergy with green-black, where you're sacrificing your creatures.
Mhm.
I think that it's decent. It's solid in the... There's another one. It feels more like an Allies card to me than a green-black Scions card.
Okay, interesting.
I might just be wrong. It might just be good. I haven't seen it a lot yet.
And it takes Dispel just before the end. All right, so let's take a look at the... Yeah, Dutiful Return was the very last card. And, yeah. Showing the judge behind him because all the packs are being recorded on this draft.
Great.
So hopefully we get a chance to look at what everyone did. So here we go. Cloud Manta kicked us off, but then we went green-black.
It was Dominator Drone, not Sludge Crawler.
Mm-hmm.
You know what this deck wants is blister pods. There's 2 bone splinters. And also wants some Eldrazi to actually ramp into, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or ways to pump them, I guess.
Swarm
He's
Surge.
in the wrong colors. Yeah, he can get Swarm Surge out of black. Can't really play a Ruination Guide with his current mana base.
No.
But Swarm Surge would be nice. Yeah, he feels like...
So he's got in a reasonable place, hasn't he?
I totally agree.
would sort
I
of
like this
feel
deck.
he's ahead after pack 1.
I think he's in the exactly the right colors for his seat, and he got there by very quickly abandoning his first pick.
Wonder where that Dragon Master Outcast ended up.
Yeah, it's got to be Raph Levy, right?
I suppose, except I would have expected him to potentially be blue-black just out of the gates. We've seen that already from him today. And a combination he likes, potentially black-red. I mean, he'd be wanting to move in at that point. But all right, so here we go. We think Jeremy is pretty settled in black-green. We saw Forerunner of Slaughter there. There's an endless one, which, by the way, with lots of Scions, can get very silly very quickly. There's another Mind Raker, which he might be thinking he might get back.
Yeah. It's an easy endless one.
Yeah.
He's just looking to see what might come back.
I know that R&D are quite pleased with Endless One. It's so simple. X. Get X +1/+1 counters. There we go.
They've printed that card before.
Well, not quite.
Shifting Wall.
That's what I mean by not quite.
Shifting Wall was exactly the same card. It's like one card. There's the card name, just one card different. It was a wall. Yeah. Eventually was eroded to have Defender after the Defender ability was invented.
Right. All right, there's Unnatural Aggression there for a green removal spell, potentially.
That's from the Signs Creatures Are Better Now Than in the 90s category.
Right. Nakana Assassin. Fathom Feeder is the rare. That's blue-black.
Yeah, he's tempted by it, but...
I mean, it draws you cards. That's quite exciting. Repeatedly with minimal...
I mean, there's not much in
hoops.
here. It's not insane. What's he taking for his black-green deck, right?
Yeah, it's probably Unnatural Aggression if he looks at the
but I mean,
green,
Fathom
but
Feeder is so much better than those other cards.
That's what it takes.
Yeah, it's a speculation. Like, I think that if you asked him right now, I think he'd be more likely to have it in his sideboard than his main deck, but it's just so much better than everything else in the pack.
Ulamog's Despoiler. Lifespring Druid gets any color of mana, which could be quite useful, given that he's just picked up something blue. And he's trying to work out whether he wants that over the Ulamog's Despoiler.
I've seen Jeremy play a lot of 3-color decks. He's a man that is not afraid to splash to get some extra power level. What did he take?
I took the Lifespring. So Nettle Drone.
Catacomb Sifter.
Yeah. That's quite nice for you. There's a complete disregard. There's actually some good cards here.
Wow.
Grave Birthing's just fine, but a complete disregard is very good. Catacomb Sifter.
Catacomb Sifter just better?
Yeah. I think that's fine. Yeah.
I mean, you're green-black. This is the build around me uncommon for the deck you're already drafting. I understand Complete Disregards are a good removal spell. Still take Catacomb Sifter here. All right, he agrees.
Now he wants to open Drowner of Hope, and then he can splash 2 blue cards and just have an endless supply of tappers. Swell of Growth, Rising Miasma, -2/-2 to everything. There's a Vile Aggregate.
Wow. It's a late Vile Aggregate. He passed a Forerunner, too. Wonder if Joe Lavren's just has the nuts black-red deck.
But why would he not take
don't
Dragon
know.
Master Outcast then?
Because it's not devoid?
Right, it's the dragons. That's what it is. Sunken Hollow.
Oh, Sunken Hollow. Sign me up.
But Plated
Splash
Crusher
blue
is
cards.
Plated Crusher is so good.
Because
it
on the
just-
expensive side. You would only want that if you could like sack your small creatures to power it out fast.
Well, funny you should say that. Yeah, I don't want to pay 7 for it, but I'm quite happy to pay 4 for it and 2, so and a couple of Scions, 3 Scions would be. Marassa Ranger can, at a significant mana cost, get counters on it. Begins life as a 3/3 for 4.
Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, B? How you doing? See, we're eating healthy. Yeah, ice cream, hot dog, and popcorn.
Ruin Processor?
Yeah, it seems
he
likely.
doesn't really have any Eldrazi yet.
No, and I mean, it's going to cost him 6, probably at most.
I mean, Broodhunter Worm hits pretty hard. I like Broodhunter Worm. I mean, 4/3 for 4 is
Order of the Sacred Bell.
good. Yes.
In a big format?
It's not that big.
All right. Territorial Bailoff for 5 mana.
Forerunner came all the way back.
Yeah, so no one's in that.
No
and
one
that's-
has the nuts black-red deck. That card would not have come back around the table.
Right.
Like, the thing is, the Eldrazi, the big 7/8s, the dream of all the Eldrazi, that only happens when you play against the guy with the Eldrazi. Like, there aren't more than 1 or 2 people at the table that can get a deck that really ramps into that.
Unnatural Aggression came all the way around for a second go.
Sure.
Which, fair enough. It's not exceptional.
Right. It's not exceptional. Playable, not exceptional.
Voracious Null.
Oh, Void Attendant.
Mm-hmm.
Void Attendant's got to be a nice pickup here.
So,
I guess, how much ingest does he have? Doesn't really have much in the way of ingest.
just a couple of cards left. Dutiful Return, which was last time around, gets to be penultimate this time around.
Dutiful, another Broodhunter Worm. Last. Didn't need to take the other one, apparently.
Yeah. All right. So
I don't think that's a 14th pick. I think it's playable.
Sure. So we were very happy after pack 1. How do we feel after pack 2?
That was mostly a solid pack, right?
Well, it sort of got more interesting, didn't it? Because it was sort of solid, and then we went, well, here's a Catacomb Sifter, and now we're going into Fathom Feeder territory. We've got a plated 7/6 hexproof.
Oh, we got an Endless one. Yeah, that
Crusher.
pack was great.
Yeah.
Catacomb Sifter, Endless one, random guys. I mean, I would play the 4/3s for 4 rather than splashing the blue. I don't think he has enough reason to splash the blue yet.
Right. Scour from Existence.
He got a fatty and Eldrazi. I mean, the Endless one can be a fatty as well. Yeah, and he's still got the blue and the black. He's got the Violet Aggregate in the back. I mean, if he had another good reason to splash red or blue, he's got the ability to. He's got one fixer. I'm happy. I like this deck.
All right. So we have one more pack to come. Night briefly fell over Madison. And now we wait to see what pack 3 holds in store. Swarm Surge, Call the Scions.
It's the first Swarm Surge he's held at any point.
Grip of Desolation,
Yeah.
Deathless Behemoth.
Well, he's not taking the Swarm Surge first.
No.
Even though he kind of really wants one.
There's every chance that'll come back. From
Decent
a first
chance it
pick
comes
to
back.
9th pick, seems pretty reasonable.
Grip of Desolation.
Serpentine
so good.
Spike is going somewhere, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was at the back there.
Yeah, I mean, you'd rather
So-
open a pack that was Grip of Desolation and nothing. Some
Right.
good cards for some other people there, too. But Grip of Desolation is a fine first pick.
Mm.
Especially when his curse in such good shape now. It's not like he's glutted on expensive cards.
Right. So, what did he get past by Joe Lavrenz? Anything exceptional? Well, there's a complete disregard. There's a
Solid.
Bane of Barliged. Okay,
Also
that's nice. Metal Drone.
Yeah.
Was it
Complete
Beast of
disregard over Bane of Balaget. See that the format isn't all about Eldrazi.
No, not at all. I mean, we've seen very few during the day.
I mean, part of it, I think, is the fact that you don't really want to sack your 1/1 creatures just to invest all of your eggs in that basket.
Well, and part of that, if we take that one stage further, is because of the blue bounce.
Yeah.
Merc Striders at common, clutches and rushes,
Yeah.
and and royal spouts.
Yeah,
There are-
it is.
There are quite a lot of answers to big investments. Mindraker, Skitterskin, 4/3 can't block. Malakir Familiar,
Channeler.
Kozilek's Channeler for yet more mana. Oran Reef
And an
Invoker.
Invoker, yeah. So he's got a Grizzly Bear. He's got a 4/4 for 5 that could maybe enable some more expensive stuff. He says Grizzly Bear. He's building a mana curve.
Well, the Channeler isn't really taking him anywhere because he's now...
It's 4/4 for 5.
Oh, it's a fine card, but the +2 is not currently doing a lot for him.
That does a little.
Yep.
Could do more. I mean, he could still pick up an Eldrazi or two.
Mhm.
It's got an endless one.
That is true, of course.
Get the hexproof guy.
Drana's Emissary, Coastal Discovery in blue, Culling Drone, Swarm Surge at the very back, Eldrazi Sky Spawner.
Now it might be time to take a Swarm Surge. I think it is time to take a Swarm Surge.
Right.
I mean, Culling Drone is nice. He's actually got a little bit of processing without much ingest. But I think you're supposed to take Swarm Surge here, just to make sure you have one. If he had one in his pile, I wouldn't take the second one over Culling Drone, but I do take the first. And
Yeah,
Jeremy
and-
seems to agree.
And we'll have to see whether that first pack one comes back.
Right.
at-
Well, you
at
could,
night.
you would play two in this deck.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Also, where are the blister pods?
Yeah, we saw
Has he even
one.
held one?
Yes, he has held one. But he had the opportunity for more Eldrazi. I think it was in the pack with Call the Scions. Maybe the Brood Monitor.
Sharpshooter's so expensive. But it does a thing. Yeah. Didn't see anything better. Sometimes you get there. Also, for the record, pretty good against him.
Right. Yes. Dezani looks again, and things are pretty light pickings here. There's Calastrian Nightwatch, Swell of Growth. Plenty of white cards floating about.
Yep.
Multiple white flies as well, not just bad white cards, like pretty reasonable white cards in that one.
Takes the giant growth.
Stonehaven Medic. Yeah, not a lot of goodness here. So it's Mindraker over Nakana Assassin. 4/3 this time. Mana
I mean,
wise.
If he had ingest, the Mindbreaker would be an easy pick there, in my opinion. I don't know if he has enough ingest to actually run it. It's not just ingest, right? But ways to get food into exile.
So that's an Eldrazi Devastator.
Devastator or
Oh.
Processor?
Oh, yeah, 8/9.
Oh, Devastator. You're right.
Yeah. But not interested
Not interested.
again.
He
There it is. Number 2. All right. So now there's certainly multiple plans going on because Catacomb Sifter is very nice at getting you through. Well, it sifts, gets you through your library. Void Attendant with 5 left.
Sure. Yeah, I think this is a very aggressive black-green deck with 2 Swarm Surges.
Yeah.
I don't think you have any reason to splash blue. I don't think you have any reason to try to ramp to Giant Eldrazi. You can just make a bunch of Scions because they attack and they block. And if you have a bunch of 1/1s, you know what's good with Dragon Fodder? Trumpet Blast.
Right. Coombe Stonewaker is going to be second last or last for somebody.
It's kind of expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want to know where the red goes outside Paul Rietzel's Rolling Thunder.
Sure. I mean, Paul is base red.
Right,
Red
sure.
is his most popular color.
Yeah.
But I mean, Levy could have a lot of good red here.
So there you go. That was the top 8 draft of Jeremy Dezani here at Grand Prix Madison, the former player of the year.